From Dallas to Dhaka, welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. It is your host, Galadon, and in today's episode, we are going to explore all sorts of different results of raid weekends, and you can compare where your clan lands amongst these noobs and pros and everything in between. So let's take a look at, okay, now this is just Galadon. It's literally just me. And just this past weekend, I barely had a chance to get any raids done. The good news is a relatively small amount of effort results in a pretty good reward, just like subscribing to the channel or using code Galadon. Yes, it does create great rewards for just a tiny bit of effort. Thank you guys for using creator codes or code Galadon if you so prefer. Okay, so yeah, that weekend, only about 6 players raided. Okay, technically it was 1 player, it was just me, and it was 6 accounts. Some of them are my Galadon curated accounts, like Galabadger, who happened to do the best over that past weekend. And in the clan Just Galadon, we together, just me together, are struggling to try to get to Capital Hall level 8. And it has definitely been a struggle. I've been meaning to put together an episode that kind of shows you what I've been doing over there, but I figured today, let's talk about what happens if not that many people raid. So you saw, it was still a pretty good reward, which just means that I think that every single clan should participate in raid weekends, even if many of your members aren't going to do it, or if you don't have that many members, it's still worth it. You saw that we got nearly 800 raid medals. That's enough for about 5 million in gold or elixir, or 50,000 dark elixir. Not bad, nothing to sneeze at for just a minor amount of effort. Now, of course, that was a below average performance. Up next is going to be my best effort ever in the clan Just Galadon. This was 2 weeks ago, and yes, we received 992 raid medals, so enough for 7.5 million gold or elixir, 75,000 dark elixir, and it was exhausting. Now, personally, for me, this was too much, and honestly, I cannot carry this out every single weekend, but we did promote to Silver 2. There you can see, we've got those trophy-looking things. I guess they are technically what, clan capital trophies? Yeah, they look kind of funky, but okay, here we go. Yes, a lot of players participated. Congratulations to Galamax for having the most gold collected that weekend. And yes, I got 17 accounts done. 17 times 6, that's like, I don't know, like 799 or something like that. It was a lot of raids. It took a lot of time out of my weekend, but it was fun just to see how far we could go. Now, of course, I couldn't compare to the clan Use Code Galadon. Now, this is a real clan with real players. Not all of us participate every raid weekend, but here you can see we picked up 1,288 raid medals. We are a Capital Hall 10 clan that is now promoted to Crystal 1. And yes, let's see how many players participated. Oh, look, Galadon number 1 by quite a big gap. And I had quite a few other of my accounts in here as well, but we had a total of 43 players participate. And to be honest, I don't really know what the average is right now. I'd love to hear down in the comments, everybody post their own clan's Capital Hall level and how many raid medals you picked up the past weekend. And, you know, let's kind of get an idea of where everybody stands. I kind of feel like this clan is average. I feel like Use Code Galadon, we're relatively full. You know, we're close to capacity. We're not a bunch of pros. They're relatively active. They're terrible at donating, but they're really good at getting their CWL attacks done and that sort of thing. So I don't know. I'll be honest. I feel like maybe somewhere around 1,000 to 1,200 seems to be the raid medal average. Now, in just a moment, we will, of course, go look at Tribe Gaming, which I'm imagining is towards the top end of all clans participating in Raid Weekend, even though they had nowhere near 50 players participate this past weekend. They picked up way more raid medals. Now, looking at strategies, I would say that once you have unlocked the graveyard spell, that you should be spamming the heck out of it, okay? You know that I've made a few videos about this already. You can see the strategy is pretty successful, and by the way, I found, and I didn't have time to go through all of the attacks, I found that there's a lot of other strategies that work well in conjunction with the graveyard spell, not just the Hog Raiders, but that's what I used here to pick up 5,745 plus the 50 bonus. So 57.95 in capital gold. Now, of course, also there are defensive rewards, but you'll notice that the defensive rewards are really small compared to the offensive rewards. So you've got to get players out there on the attack. Okay, well, fine. I'm just gonna flex a little bit. Check out my house. Check out my entire row of houses. I'm like a commercial real estate developer over here. What have I got? Like 11 different accounts in use code Galadon? It's looking pretty good, right? And then off to the corner, you've got Sir William. William's a bit of a recluse. He likes to be out there by himself, but yeah. Okay, anyway, let's look at Tribe. Okay, so Tribe Gaming, my one account that sits in Tribe, 1,564 raid medals last weekend. These guys absolutely kill it pretty much every weekend, but like I said, they don't have anywhere near 50 players participating. Again, look at the offensive versus defense. The defense is about 1/5 of the offensive reward. They are only in Champion 3. Obviously, there are many leagues ahead of that. The question is, and this is another question to the chat, to the comments, are you ahead? Are you higher than Champion 3 in your clan right now? Let me know. I'm curious where the very highest clans reside right now. And again, as you can see, only 34 players got their attacks done in Tribe, yet they picked up over 1,500 in rewards. So it just goes to show you that comes down to the fact that, yes, they are almost a fully upgraded Capital Hall 10, and they are in a much higher league. But you'll notice again that their Capital Hall 10 also comes with almost every other district fully maxed out. I believe their Skeleton Park is at level 4. Other than that, everything else is at level 5. And then their strategies, well, they're kind of all over the map. It's actually really interesting to see. I'm seeing a lot of the sneaky archers. I'm seeing the skeleton spells, the graveyard spells, the Hog Raiders, and yes, the big O ships. I mean, yeah, the air attacks, not quite as strong as they are in the home village, but it is exciting to see quite a variety of offensive strategies being used. And I definitely plan on trying to put together an episode that talks a little bit more about what Tribe is using and what the strongest attacks are overall. But right now, I just feel like the graveyard spell is the one that everybody should be working to try to upgrade and then using as much as possible. And again, don't go out and blame me if it gets nerfed, okay? It's not one singular content creator that is going to get it nerfed. It's going to be tens and hundreds of thousands of players using it and crushing bases. So if you don't want to get it nerfed, then just don't use it. That's the easiest way to look at it. But seriously, thank you, Galafam, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You know you are the true hashtag Galafam. That is why I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, year. Be kind to the people, animals, and the planet. And I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, genius idea. If there's a strong strategy and players don't want it nerfed, then don't ever use it. Makes complete sense to Peter.